All right, I'm going to go ahead and create the loft that we talked about and sort of move through the process in Rhino, and then we'll move into Grasshopper. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have layer 1 current, and I'm just going to make the polygon with the 7 sides, just make a small one here. And then I'll come over into my right, and I'm going to hold down the Alt and just make a copy of it, kind of maybe 10-ish feet in the air. And then I'll make another copy of it, maybe up to 24 feet. And I'll come in and I'll pick this one and come into my top. I'll pick this one and go to scale. I'll just make it slightly bigger, than it was previously. Right, so maybe there. Okay. And then I'll pick this one and I'll scale it 2D, and I'll make it significantly bigger, right? So if I come in and pick here, we'll go ahead and sort of stretch that guy out pretty big, like, I don't know, maybe even a little bigger, right? There. Okay. So we have these three, and then if we do a straight loft, I'm just going to do a select and just type loft, right? And it's going to give me the direction of the loft, and that's fine. And then I'll pick that, and it gives me my loft options here. And if I go to shaded, you can probably see it a little better. Right, there's the loft. And you can kind of play with, is it closed? Align the curves, rebuild it, all that kind of stuff. But this works fairly well. We do want ours to be a little bit different than this, so I'm going to change it. I'm just going to hit cancel here, and then I'll come in and maybe pick this guy, and let's just move it, I don't know, over a few feet, right? And then I'll move this guy over a few feet as well. You could be more accurate about it. You can kind of see the offsets here. It's going, and then we can pick these guys and loft them again, right? And you can see it's going a little bit different, but let's go ahead and let it loft, right? And you can see it's kind of twisting it there, right? So if you go to align curves, you can come over here and kind of flip that one, right? So it's going the other way. And again, you could go back and adjust these guys. I'll just click OK there, right? To get a different effect on the loft. So that's kind of the simplest way to do this. The other thing that you can do as well is this is a flat top, right? So I'm going to come into my front view and I'm going to draw a curve. So I'll just draw some kind of curving piece. And then I'm just going to extrude that curve, right? And let's just do it over here, maybe about that much, right? And then I'll just pick those guys and I'm just going to move it to where it kind of corresponds over the top of this guy. And so what you can do then is you can then do a project, right? And select the curve that you want to project, right? So I want to project that. And then enter, and then pick what you want to project it onto, right? And it'll project that curve up onto that surface, right? So if I hit escape, I can then delete this loft and go and pick these cross sections here, hold down the shift key, and whoops, see if it'll, I don't want that one. Let's see, we'll start at the top maybe. Well, it's giving me a little bit of a pain picking this guy. Let's see. Let me delete this one. And then let's just pick all of those guys. Hit the control key, get rid of that one. So what you want to do is pick all of those. And then you can type loft. Right? It's going to, let's go ahead and flip this one again. Right? Whoops, no. Just flip it. Well, let's let it twist, right? And then we'll align the curve this one, right? And so now, right, I have a loft. Whoops. Align the curve over here, get that untwisted. and then enter, and then OK. And now I have a loft that, if I switch this to another layer, right, is sucked right up against that piece. And again, you can go in and adjust the cross section. So this is sort of a Rhino version of it. The next thing I'll do is we'll look at the grasshopper version.